I was pissed for somebody and I was yelling at everyone. And probably the one on Luka, because Luka is famous now, not Pablo Laso.
This video needs an explanation for our fans. This is one of the wildest videos, to be honest.
I tell my son a lot of times, you wish you have the numbers your father had.
Okay guys, so welcome to Basket News film session. We're here with FC Bayern Munich head coach, two-time EuroLeague champion, Pablo Laso.
Pleasure.
Coach, let's watch some clips. 2019 ACB Finals, Game 2.
Yeah.
You won the first one, and this is the second game.
Oh, okay.
You're behind by 3 points.
Yeah.
And you were like by 5 points, 20 seconds to go.
Yeah. Okay, good. Simple. Tom is a great offensive rebounder.
Okay.
And Gavi Deck also.
Yep.
Probably not the biggest guys on the team, but we knew we need to get some movement.
And you have Rudy.
And take the probably smartest guy
exactly
on the floor.
Underrated guy in the paint.
Okay.
But the plan for sure was to miss the second one.
Yes.
Okay. And this whole sequence that we're gonna watch, a lot of interesting situations. So you can break down your favorite plays. So I like the way you started.
Well, for me, this is resumes a lot of about what I think about basketball. Okay, so you have two guys that really fought for the rebound. Another guy that is very smart and got the rebound. He give it to our clutch player, but our clutch player look for the best option. And the best option is, I used to say these words in Madrid many years. If we're gonna win or lose having JC Carroll shooting the last shot to win the EuroLeague, we will always give him the ball. I'm gonna put it on a different part of the game. If we have to shut down Mike James, who's gonna do it? Everybody will go like Jeff Taylor. So I think that confidence that we had for years is shown on this video.
This is the NBA game, NBA EuroLeague game, 2016 in Madrid. And many people say that these games are meaningless. But watching the end of the game, it feels like, you see guys enthusiastic. And it feels like it's about to protect the honor of the NBA or of the EuroLeague. Did you feel that way? And of course, we're another crazy play. You had too many successful plays like that, too many lucky plays. And of course, Sergio is taking a shot to send the game to overtime.
We took it on a not right way, let's say. And first, we were playing terrible. And
you were down by 20.
We were down by 20 and we were looking bad. So I got in the locker room, I pissed. I was like, guys, we're playing an NBA team and we're just watching them play. Go and get them. We can win this game. Let's win this game. I mean, people come here to watch Oklahoma for sure. They want to watch Russell Westbrook, but they're here also to watch us. So, and it was a great game. And you see here, Oladipo is dunking on
Anthony Randolph, I think.
That was a great play, and that meant a lot for us that we were able to come back on a difficult game and play until the end, until the last shot of Sergi that took us to the overtime, and then we won it. There
was this whole debate if the EuroLeague team would make the NBA playoffs. Did you feel? I mean, it might look as a stupid debate for the EuroLeague head coach. But did you feel that this team, at some point throughout that stretch when you were the head coach, was that good to be competitive against the NBA teams in a real competitive environment? Okay, I would say that it's totally different in a competition. So it's different it's like when, and this has happened so, let's say, how will Larry Bird will perform today? How do you know? It's impossible. People will say, come on, Larry Bird today will be very good. Yeah, but there is a lot of athleticism around, different kind of game. So for me, it's very difficult to caliber, let's say, circumstances so different. Like, okay, a EuroLeague team will make the playoffs in the NBA. I don't know. What I think is they can compete one game, but NBA has 82 games and very demanding, and a lot of physical talent on every team, and a lot of games, and different roles and everything. So I don't know how a EuroLeague team will perform on those 82 scheduled games, but I'm sure they can be competitive on one game for sure. Well, you're talking about Olympiacos, you're talking about Real Madrid, Barcelona, teams that they know how to compete. I'm sure they can compete on the NBA, but okay, make the playoffs means you have to be competing 82 days. So that's not that easy, and it's very difficult to compare. The next video will be the most viewed video on the YouTube platform that includes Pablo Laso name in the title, and it had
2.6 million views. Can you make a guess which video that was?
Probably I was pissed for somebody and I was yelling at everyone. And probably the one on Luka, because that was famous, because Luka is famous now, not Pablo Laso.
You're right, you're right. Do you remember why you were pissed? What was happening?
Well, Luka was playing the point guard at that moment. I think
and he was 16.
Yeah,
just for the record.
He was 16, and Luka was playing the point. I don't know if Campazzo was hurt already, or it was the year that Chacho went to the NBA. So we really need Luka to lead the team, and lead the team means, okay, you're not leading, let's say, scoring points or rebounding or passing. You're leading calling a play. And I think it was very important that what I was telling him here. Luka, you're a leader now. You have to call play. And then I know you're good. I knew that I have to push him to call a play and make everybody involved. And then probably he has the talent to decide what he's going to do. That he's proven it. But I think it was very clear that he called a play, whatever it's called. Okay, Teodosic more or less disrespect him. So he takes a jumper, but he called the play. And for me, this shows a lot of character on a great player like Luka. And for me, it was very important at that moment that he understands that. You see? Stops and calls a play. Okay? And he calls a play.
Yeah,
okay.
It looked like you guys played smarter, controlled the pace of the game.
And this is something that I think for me was very important at that moment, to make Luka understand what he has to do. Okay? Not only just playing basketball, making sure that the team is on the same page. And I think that's the great thing about Luka, to not only being a great basketball player, but also be a guy who can lead the team. And for me, a lot of times that's very important on the point guard. And Luka, in this moment, he was playing the point guard because I think Sergio or somebody was hurt.
It looked like you were short of rotation.
He was playing with Casey Rivers and JC Carroll, so we was playing the point.
And I have just one last Luka clip.
Yeah.
Because, for instance, when I was in Eurobasket 2 years ago, I remember watching Luka scoring 47 points against France. And I'm watching him and I'm enjoying every single moment of Luka playing basketball. And it feels like this is the game, these are the moments I will tell to my son that I watched Luka playing. I mean, because that's how much joy he brings with the beautiful game that he plays. Yeah. And I just thought, you as the head coach on the sidelines, of course, you have to control the pace of the game, you have to control everything. But how do you feel him playing that way? And did he even surprise you the way he played in some situations?
Well, not really, and it didn't surprise me. And it looks like, okay, Pablo knows everything, but not. It didn't surprise me at all, because I think he has a great IQ, unbelievable. Like here, probably 98% of the players would have killed Claver and finished it, and he just stopped and feed Felipe.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has that IQ, and he's like laughing there about the move. But he's this kind of player, and the good thing is this one. So they go at him, and he looks at the ref. He doesn't come back, goes wild, or anything. They're pressing him. A big guy gets a great dunk. They look for him, and he just looks at the ref like, "Hey, what's up?" And then to the crowd. I think that IQ, it's difficult to teach to players. Like we would say in Spanish, Luka lo tiene de serie. I don't know, lo tiene de serie means it comes with him. And I think that's something that made him so big. Playing with people that teach him and talked about all these things and help him to become the great player that he is right now.
By the way, the question I had in this CSKA clip, this one.
Okay, this one's...
Okay, it kind of surprised you probably. The question about Luka that I have was, how did he accept criticism back in the day? And also, since a lot of young players from the Real Madrid youth team went to the first team, played important role in some important games as well. What was your idea of teaching, involving these guys?
Well, for me, it was very important teaching them. Very important. Some guys understand it quicker, for sure.
Others takes more time. And probably they all think Pablo's stupid. Pablo is coming at me because I'm young, blah, blah. No, I want them to get better. And this is my only goal. And I was very lucky in Madrid because the core of players that I had helped me a lot. Like when somebody was doing something stupid, it was Pablo on him, but probably his teammates also. Hey, Luka, you cannot do this. Or I don't know, or Billy back on the time, or Mirotic, or whoever, Santi Justa, players that came to the first team. And from the first day, okay, Pablo is correcting you, Pablo is going like this. But his own teammates were the one who were telling him, hey, listen, you cannot do this, you have to do this, you want, I don't know. You have JC Carroll. If you want to shoot the ball like JC Carroll, you should see that JC Carroll comes half an hour earlier, or the day that he missed 2 3-pointers, he's going to stay there, or Mirotic staying after practice. So he learned a little bit that culture. It's not only Pablo Laso. I think it has to be a little bit of the rest of the team also helping to teach them that it's, okay, Pablo Laso is going to be here. Pablo, I'm like this. I'm going to tell them, but I want the best for them. And if I have to tell them something, I'm straight. Probably they will say Pablo is against me, blah, blah. I have to understand this, I'm the coach. But I think I was very grateful to have players around that also helped me on that situation. And at the end, it was a great chemistry between to know, and also veterans players to know that they're going to help them. And at the same time, they're going to be helped by these veteran players and also the coach who really wanted, everybody to perform as well as possible.
2018.
Yeah.
EuroLeague final. Fabian Coser, who was 6 of 6 that night, and probably like 45 of 46 that season. Yeah, you can see the stats. Very short.
Probably the real MVP of this
True.
of this Final Four.
It was super sharp.
Yeah.
And the second one. And again, Shea Tompkins.
Yeah.
Doing the job.
That's why we cannot put Tompkins on 100% shape, because he uses his belly very good. No, this is our joke back on the days. Okay, like he pushes with his belly a little bit. He uses his belly to get this offensive rebound that gave us a EuroLeague. So first, I think Fabian played great.
Yeah.
Both games, probably we would not be European champions without him. But check Rudy and check Trey. Trey going after the rebound. And Rudy there, but check out Rudy's reaction. He's ready to play defense. Okay? So I think that it's something that probably you don't have to say it, and players have it, and you work it from the first day of practice. And a lot of times, okay, we score a basket, run back because it's 2 seconds, they might score. Okay, maybe in September, it's not gonna give you a championship, but it will give you at that moment.
Yeah.
And those little things are the ones who are important. And here it was a good situation because at the end, like you said, probably the smartest thing would be, okay, Fabian is gonna hit it, so go back, protect yourself. No, we were able to attack the rebound, play, and even Rudy example was very good, the way Trey attacked the offensive board, and the way Rudy was there and he was ready to play defense from the beginning. So like I said a little bit about our first video, it has to be a team thing, and it was something, it was a great moment because at the end, he gave us a championship.
I love this emotion. I don't know what was your emotion, where you're surprised more about Fabian missing both free throws or Trey, making this putback, but these guys.
No,
it was amazing.
In this moment, okay, I love the bench. I love the reaction of the bench. I have this picture at home. Luka, Felipe, Gustavo Ayon, Tavares, JC Carroll. We're talking about big names.
Yeah.
And they're all excited and they're all living that situation. Me, probably, I'm much more than calm on that moment. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I work all year to get to that moment. And I'm pretty sure that everything is going to go good. At least we're ready to play that moments.
And a lot of times when people says, why Pablo Laso goes crazy on a game, they're winning by 35 and goes crazy against somebody, or we're losing by 35 and I'm still pushing my team or whatever. Good, I'll do it because I think that you have to be ready for these moments. And at that moment is when I was feeling calm because I knew that we were ready for that moment. And that's the best, let's say, feeling that a coach can have, that you have everything more or less under control. Don't think I had it under control on that moment. For me, to be at that moment in that position meant a lot of work and a lot of days and a lot of practices and a lot of talking. And like my team manager back in Madrid used to say, eres muy pesado, Pablo, eres muy pesado. Good, okay, but at the end, these little things come up and I give you EuroLeague.
This video needs an explanation for our fans.
Yeah.
This is one of the wildest videos, to be honest. You were injured. I don't remember the particular injury.
No, I broke my Achilles in game, I think it was on game 2 of the final. If you know a little bit about Achilles, you have to get operated. You cannot just stay because, you know, it opens up and it's worse. So I think I broke it on Saturday. No, I broke it on the first game. And then we lost that game. We won the second one that I didn't get the operation yet, and I was on clutches. But then I got the operation on, I think it was Sunday, and Monday we were going to Barcelona. And even my doctors told me, Pablo, you cannot go there. I mean, what are you doing there? But I have a conversation with a friend, and I have the same feeling inside of me that I could not leave the team there. I have to be with the team. I have friends in Vitoria who tell me, you were on drugs. No, but I had the feeling that I have to fight with them. Okay, and it was a hard moment of the year, end of the year, we lost the EuroLeague. We were running a little bit out of gas, it was difficult. Even the coach got injured. So I think it was a moment where you have to be with the team. And I was going wild against the referees there, and I meant it. And okay, they eject me, so what? Happens on the game. I see Chus there trying to come and talk to the refs, no Hugo there, and even the players. But for me, it was something that I had inside, not because I was on a wheelchair, I was not gonna do what I supposed to do. And my first thing right there, I wish I wouldn't go like this.
Of course.
But I felt like I have to be fighting with my team on that kind of situations. And from the first day I decided, okay, I'm going to Barcelona, even I had the operation, I cannot walk, but I have to be there with it. This is for me what a team means, that you're gonna give your best until the last moment. And
if I'm a player, I'm fighting for this coach, really.
Well, that's what I would love. That's what I would love, that they see that I'm there with them. I could be at home watching the game, sincerely. My doctor told me, Pablo, I don't know, you're going to Barcelona. I took my kid with me because I couldn't even shower by myself. So he helped me. But I think that my situation there, despite in all this with the refs and all that thing, I have to be there with them. I don't know if they need me, but they have to know that I'm there. And that was my feeling there. And I feel really very proud about this. People just, I remember, like I told you, friend in Vitoria, you were on drugs and blah, blah. So they were laughing. And sincerely, I feel very proud of being here with my players, fighting for a championship on a situation where probably, let's say I was not 100%.
Wait, these were ACB finals?
ACB finals.
It's not just like regular season
No,
game.
no, ACB finals. That's the third game. Third or fourth game. Yeah.
Okay, that's huge. That's huge. The one funny fact for me, it was like, when you're the head coach and you're getting ejected, you can still have time to, to complain to the referee, to do the show with the crowd, and then you leave when you want. You were basically strolled out of the gym. That was the funny part. You were complaining all the time, but like you're just getting strolled out. Yeah. Okay. Well, I cannot walk for sure. So I remember Perla and the security guy coming out of the. And everybody yelling at me and everything. But for me, I was feeling proud because I was fighting for what I think it was fair.
and I was fighting with my players. And like I said, I didn't have no feeling of I shouldn't be doing this, or no. I was fighting and I wanted to win the game, and I was watching something unfair, and if I have to go to the ref, I have to do it. Doesn't matter if I'm on a wheelchair or not. I mean, and I'm not worried about my image. Let's say this is not my best image, but I'm worried about me playing and being with my players, and this is the way I am, and I'm very, sincerely, I'm very proud about it. And despite it, that probably is not the, let's say the coolest
story to remember. That's for sure. But that's for sure something to remember. I think that outside Spain, I think that the fact that you're still to this day all-time ACB leader in assists and steals is a bit underrated. And watching some of the clips, it was hard to find any highlights because it was 90s. Watching some clips, you know, we have now all these great point guards. You did Campasso before Campasso happened, actually. Before Campasso was even born, almost. These were some very nice passes, especially in 90s. And the second one was also very interesting.
Yeah.
Three-pointer and some trash talk.
Yeah. Great player.
Of course, good player.
Great player.
But what was that trash talk about? Do you remember?
No.
Were you a big trash talker?
No. Okay. Not really, no. And at that time, I remember that me and Sasa would have great relationship. I mean, I love Sasa, and
even playing.
We played each other, and we were always cool to each other, and we respect each other. And I remember that when I heard that three, I think like I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 plays before, Sasa came to me, Pablo, I'm going to let you shoot all the time, like. I'm going to give you, and I made the 3. And then I went to him, I said, Sasha, don't let him shoot, I'm going to make him. So, no more than trash talking was like this, because like I said, I have very good relation with Sasha, and this was an ACB final.
Yeah.
And it's true that it was a big game, and okay, I don't know if trash talking, but it was, for sure, I had a lot of respect for Sasha as a coach and as a player. And it's funny because everybody talks about you were a great trash talker. No. But with Sasa, I have that relation that I could. I have many stories that on my playing time about coaches, me playing, coaches saying things to refs, and a lot of things that we could be here forever. Great stories. I've been around basketball for many years, and I love to play. I would play forever, but okay, there is a moment where you have to quit, and then I start coaching, and it's true that I'm very proud of my career. I tell my son a lot of times, you wish you have the numbers your father had. And probably the funny thing is the only one who really told me, but Pablo, is it serious that you were assist leader and steals leader in the ACB with that margin, with that numbers? It was RC Buford, general manager from San Antonio Spurs. I'm like, yes. No, it's not possible. I said, yes. So then he went to his office, check it out, came back and says, okay, let's go out for dinner, I'll pay. But okay, a lot of times I don't talk too much about this, but it makes me proud. But not at that time when I was playing. Maybe now. I'm here
after
with you.
After some time, you usually look at things different eyes.
And okay, we have this conversation, and we say, Pablo, you still assist leader. So now I'm worried about Marcelinho Huertas getting hurt.
Especially the way they, put assists nowadays in box score. It's easier to get assists than it was before.
But still, Marcelinho is great. And the only thing I'm telling him now in the last years is, Marcelinho, stop. And he goes like, I don't know if I will get you. I'm like, no, you should stop. I mean, you have to retire. You're going too long. But still, it was different back on those days because, I don't know, Ricky Rubio would have beat my record, and he went to the NBA, Chacho also, and steals probably like, some friends of me tell me, okay, you got a lot of steals because you could not play defense, so you were kind of smart and tried to look for the ball.
Chasing for the steal.
Chasing for the steal.
Stat padding, that's how they call stat padding nowadays.
So sometimes I have to fight with my coach. My coach, please, can you stay with your man? Forget about trying to go steal the ball. But okay, yeah, for sure. Now when you have let's say you remind those moments, is okay, Pablo could play. And
very happy playing, and now I'm very happy coaching, because I think that somehow you try to translate more or less what you saw as a player into a coaching situation.
Coach, I didn't include any of FC Bayern Munich clips.
Yeah.
And what some successful people do, they try to visualize their dream or their goal. How would you visualize now the best highlights of your time in Bayern Munich?
Well, it's difficult, but it's true that you always visualize the future, and I do. I visualize sometimes games, and sometimes they don't go the way you visualize. But it's true that it's, let's say, new era, new situation for me. Leaving my country, leaving, let's say, the ACB where I coach ever. Okay, for sure, been in EuroLeague for years, and now with Bayern Munich, I'm on a totally different environment. We're playing the Bundesliga, where it's different. This is a secret that is not going to be a secret anymore, but sometimes probably even players will make fun the way I pronounce their names, because some players I don't even know. Mm-hmm. If I go to the ACB and we're playing, I don't know, Tenerife, I know Huertas, Fittipaldo, Jaime Fernandez, Sastre. I know the players, and I know how to pronounce them. If you ask me for a team in the Bundesliga, I might don't even know how to
call
pronounce
by numbers, probably.
Exactly. So I go, okay, they have a lot of Americans to play on this position. Then they have this. Desmond, how do you say this? Okay. So for me, it's like a new challenge and an opportunity to learn a different basketball, and also to create a culture with new players, okay? I'm like I'm teaching a lot of talent. I have a lot of talent on my team, young, but very talented. And I'm not a guy that just finish a game and say, I'm very happy because we won yesterday, or I'm very sad because we lost yesterday. No, I think it has to be a process, not only for the coach, not only for the club, but also for the players to become better. And we saw it in a lot of examples. And this is the way I like to visualize my job in Bayern Munich. I would like to create a culture where people, when talks about Bayern Munich, recognize the team, recognize the players, recognize the way the team was able to play, the way, I don't know, players develop, a little bit of everything, and for sure winning. Because all this sounds very good, but at the end, they measure coaches for winning. And for me, winning is very important. It would be very nice that I said, okay, for me, I would like to play this. I would like these players to develop, blah, 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 blah. And then you will ask me, how about winning? And for me, I always said that all these things are very important, probably even more important than winning, but you need to win. And it's something that it comes on your, let's say on your ADN, and it has to be inside of you. You're a coach, you want to win. I mean, like me and you will go to play tennis, you want to beat me, I want to beat you. Exactly. So that has to be inside of you, but at the same time, you have to have the perspective or visualize what do you want to get to the team. Okay, if I tell you right now, we're gonna win the EuroLeague, we're not gonna lose a game in the whole year, I will go like, thank you, but it's going to be very difficult that we win the EuroLeague. It's going to be very difficult that we don't lose a game during the whole year. You have to be realistic, but there is some other goals that you can achieve, and it cannot be only winning. I always put the example when I coach Real Madrid that sometimes we didn't win, and I was very happy the way we performed, and sometimes we won, and I was not very happy. That's the way I see basketball. And sometimes I'm not happy even if we win, and sometimes I'm very happy and we lost, part of the sport. But you have to believe on the process, knowing that at the end what you want is to get better so you will be able to win the next time. Okay, Coach, good luck in making this dream and highlights real. Thank you being happy about it. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was Basket News Film Session with Coach Pablo Laso.